Hello, hello. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
All right, showing that we have it. All right, that should do it. There it is.
Thank you, Mr. Conyers, sir. All right. Jim's magazine defines safety culture at EMS as to constantly identify risks and mitigate those risks without mirroring itself in red tape. Miring itself in red tape. Sorry. And that's why that don't work half the time. Sorry, folks, a little technical difficulty. The improvements in safety can lead to reductions in responder deaths, injuries, and shortened careers, reductions in adverse medical events as well. And that is from nh.gov, Strategies for National EMS Culture of Safety. Come out in 10 of 13. It's 98 pages. I didn't figure y'all wanted me to read it to you.
Did you read all 98 pages?
I read about the first 15 pages.
Did you really?
Yeah. ASAP, which is an organization that helps do policies. Culture of Safety for EMS, providing high quality EMS requires understanding risk and embracing practices to prevent harm to patients, EMS professionals, and members of our community. We do a real good job of having each other's back and having, our first responders for the majority are all great. They're there to help and do whatever we need them to. And they also watch us. They watch and make sure that we get out of there okay and that we're ready for the next one. We need to be doing the same thing for them.
Hold on.
Hello. Hey. Okay. We'll say just flip them on.
Culture of safety.
Got it? Now they turning? Stand by, folks. Got a truck stuck. All right. Okay. All right, bye. They got it. Okay, they're unstuck. They're going. As far as other safety things go, folks, traffic vest, I know those are the hardest things to remember to put on when you're trying to get out there and take care of somebody. And they're not all one size fits all. That's why I carry my own, because I know it fits me. But what will fit Emma will not fit me.
We were supposed to get our personalized ones.
Yeah, we never have got that. I don't know whether it's a money thing or what. I'll find out about that.
I'm Nazi. The safety vest Nazi.
I don't know. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Randy's all the time screaming, "Get your vest!"
Yeah.
Safety on these trucks. Like this last week, I know Granville come on and the truck was nasty, filthy, dirty because of the roads and the salt and everything. I did go around and clean the headlights and the windshields and all the turn signals and everything so people could see them. You can't wash a truck when the hose is froze and it's 21 degrees. Just don't happen. But, there's little things you can do as far as making your truck safer, making your scene safer.
Something to consider. I just thought of this. I mean, we were cleaning last year and a couple of years in the past here with the hot water.
Mm-hmm. But then they kicked us out.
Well, I wonder if we could go back to that temporarily.
Be a good thing to ask.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a bit.
Okay. I'll ask Sarah.
I'll ask Christy. She's higher than Sarah.
Okay.
She's third in command. Or I asked Kim. I just seen about run over her, so she owes me and I saved her life.
When y'all are posting, y'all can wash.
Yeah, we can wash down here.
Yeah.
But You know, this time of year is bad for trucks. I don't know what that salt's going to do to the vinyl decals. They may not be good.
The one word.
Most of it is. When you're backing up, you get one of your first responders to spot you. We do have backup cameras on everything, but there's still accidents happening.
So is it on the old violent truck?
Yes.
Ours didn't work the other night.
Yeah.
Is there a button or something you have to push?
It's in the mirror.
They never come on.
Okay, I'll check it when they get back and get settled down.
Okay.
Use a spotter. You know, these guys that come out and help us, y'all, they don't care a bit to stand there and make sure you get out clear of everything. You know, safety. You know, phones down. Phones shouldn't even be in your hand if you're behind that wheel. Phones, watches, tablets, iPads.
Even if Chris or Tim called.
VCRs, you know, you don't need to be doing nothing but paying attention to driving. You've got your life, your medic's life, and your patient's life, not to mention all the ones that are on the road with you. I don't want to be facing jail time because I answered the telephone call rather than paid attention. And I know everybody calls at the most inopportune moment. They'll get over it. If it's that important, they'll call back or they'll leave a message. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel.
Especially don't answer during patient care.
Oh, yes. Safety stuff in the trucks. You know, everybody, we all kind of carry our own personal stuff with us. Make sure it's somewhere that it's going to stay put in the event that you have an accident or you have to get on the brakes pretty hard or something. It's not going to come flying up in the cab with you, cause problems. What else can I think of off the top of my head?
I know in 13, whoever did, because I had all of the, well, I didn't have the, I had the sheets and the towels toward the back, and they put them underneath the jump seat. I put the tray, and then underneath that, they put the towels and the sheets, which is a wonderful idea. I'm very thankful that they did it. But I think we're gonna have to get a lip on that for when they don't slide out.
What would you think about a little mini cargo net?
That would work.
We can take care of that.
Okay.
We can do that. That's no problem.
Just like, how would you secure it?
I'll put some screws on bungees in the bottom of it and then bring it and put some eye hooks on top where you can just hook it in there and then it won't slide out.
And not that that would hurt anybody. Looking at like keeping it sanitary.
Keeping it sanitary, and then, you know, bouncing down the road, you got to get that cot out real quick. And you got a wad of sheets underneath it.
Yeah. Where are y'all keeping yours in 12?
Terry's got them in the back cabinet where the narcs used to go.
Yeah.
She's got them back up in there. Okay. I suggested under the seat too, but she didn't like that idea, and I'm good with it. So, and then we got some in the front above the cooler and everything, all that. So, I mean, either way, I can get to them to make the cot, and you know, it's pretty. Well, I'm gonna work on getting these trucks labeled now that the snow is over with.
So I wonder if Chris, I know State really liked on 2103 how the cardiac monitor was mounted.
Yes.
Where it did not move.
Yes.
I wonder if there's a possibility that we could mount them in these.
He was talking about it. He mentioned it already about mounting them.
Okay.
So.
Because the Zoll and the Black Pack both are just willy-nilly up there. And that'll kill you.
Yes. That thing's 40-some pounds coming at you at high rate of speed. Yeah. I would like to figure out, and I kind of looked at one of them TV wall mounts. I looked at one of them to put that on so it would be there. You could take it off, but you could turn it where you could see it if you're in the captain's chair.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at one of those and I still can't figure out how exactly to make it fit.
Would it be too much weight on the wall?
I don't believe so. I don't believe it would be. It shouldn't be no more weight than what that stand is we got in 03. And those are minor walls.
That's valid. Yeah. It's very valid.
We're still in the try it out phase. So
Yeah.
folks, anybody got anything they want to add to safety that I didn't cover or didn't think of? It's not going to be a 30-minute class, I can promise you.
We probably need to look into, because I know Terry mentioned it. I had personal ones. I think I left mine at home, but are cleats.
Yes. Chris mentioned that to tall, skinny kid runs Big Baxter. James. Chris did mention that to James about getting them, and James said he would check to see if they could order them for us. They're a good, great thing to have. I've got mine. I got several sets.
So this isn't, well, it's kind of related to culture of safety. Technically, we're being identified appropriately, but I'm checking with the powers that be. Stacy Nolan contacted me about our logo and our shirts, and I think they have, well, no, I don't think they figured that out yet either. The logo, if we could use the Fulton County Hospital, Baxter Health Fulton County Hospital logo, or if it's the B+ logo on our shirts. But the most important part, I think, about that is if we can use Cotton Company with the t-shirts made of the material that we prefer.
Yep.
So that I haven't sent the email yet, but we should, I'm assuming to know that within the next couple weeks.
Okay.
And so we can probably start ordering our shirts.
Well, the shirt that I had, I've already cut it from about midline to the side. I hung it on a car the other day.
Yeah.
And it's already sliced. So I'll either wear it with it gapped open, or they'll let me wear my t-shirts. So
yeah,
because I only have one.
Yeah.
I had a couple of videos about safety, about drowsy driving and the effects it have on you. Folks, driving is one of the most important things I think that we do. You know, like I said earlier, we've got our life, our partner's life, and the patient's life, and then all the people that are out there on the road with us. If you're starting to get drowsy or something and you're on your way back, pull over. Pull over, take a 10, 15-minute nap. There's too many of us, and I am guilty as the next person, living on these super caffeine energy drinks. Well, when you crash, you crash. Yeah, I had enough of them that I had chest pains one night. So, but you know, you don't want to take that chance going down the road and all of a sudden you just bottom out. You know, pull over, get out, walk around. And I know it's an old myth and an old story that we've all heard, but there are paramedics that will drive. I've worked with 4 of them that I know of, and they offer to drive all the time. You know, old hand, I've just been doing it so long, and you know, I'm conditioned. But you know, there's no shame in saying, "Hey, I'm bombing out over here. You care to drive for a little bit, or you just want to pull over and wait for a little bit?" You know, I'd much rather drive and let you get some rest than I had carry you to the grave. And that's just what I'm gonna put it.
Angela's real good about asking to switch.
Any comments? Anybody? Anything else?
Do you want to pull up the videos? Are they YouTube videos?
Yeah, they're YouTube.
We'll just watch those videos. What is the title?
First one is drowsy driving awareness for EMS clinicians. This is the one with the red truck right there. Yep.
Alrighty.
This is a little short video of YouTube about driving drowsy.
Boy, it is short, 36 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
After a long work shift, do you know if you are too sleepy to drive safely? Studies show that driving when you are tired greatly increases your risk of a car crash.
Yes.
For you and for others, do not drive while drowsy. Go to this website to learn what you can do to reduce your risk.
It's not bad. Oh, that'll put you to sleep.
After a long work shift, do you know if you are too sleepy to drive safely?
Yeah, he's gonna be all up on us. Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, hey, Caitlin, so I hear you.
For you and for others, do not drive while drowsy. Go to this website to learn what you can do to reduce your risk.
This week is not.
This next one's about the same length. It's called High Stress Environment in EMS.
High stress environment. What's
This
that?
week is National EMS Week. The goal is to celebrate EMTs and paramedics. Their job can be demanding, stressful, and in some cases a matter of life or death. The average career of an EMT or paramedic is only 3 to 5 years because it's a very stressful environment. This week is National EMS.
This week is National EMS Week. The goal is to celebrate EMTs and paramedics. Their job can be demanding, stressful, and in some cases a matter of life or death. The average career of an EMT or paramedic is only 3 to 5 years because it's a very stressful environment.
Sometimes people think it's the one bad call that kind of gets you out of this field. Most of the time it's the cumulative stress.
That's paramedic Dawn Rask. She says they use the buddy system to make sure people have someone to talk to if they need it. She hopes that during this week, people will take a moment to appreciate the role EMS personnel play in our communities.
Pounds or so. So it's Labor Day.
Nice.
Maricopa ambulance. There with the lady driving there.
Weekend, and our EMTs and first responders are pulling those extra hours and shifts at all kinds of emergencies. Those long shifts can lead to a lot of fatigue, but there's some new technology that could help keep their eyes open and on the road. ABC 15's Allison Rodriguez showing us how this works.
Matthew Beal has been an emergency medical technician for 5 years. He knows how hard and long those shifts can be.
Shifts vary from 24 hours in some EMS systems to 48 hours also.
According to Maricopa Ambulance, distracted and drowsy driving accounts for roughly 40% of collisions involving ambulances. So the provider will be the first in the valley to conduct a trial with its ambulance fleet using a new detection system by Tucson-based company Seeing Machines.
There are sensors that are continuously looking at the face of the driver and the head position of the driver, and special algorithms that are picking up whether they're falling asleep at the wheel, starting to show signs of drowsiness, or maybe they're just looking away.
The unit must be going at least 20 miles an hour to work. Now, I jumped in and imitated falling asleep. Seconds later, the seat sharply vibrated and a loud beep. Oh yeah, that'll jolt you awake. And once that happens, it'll be captured on video and logged into a base to be reviewed.
You see a few seconds of the person's closing their eyes, and you see what's happening in front of the vehicle while they were closing their eyes and while that event happened.
Maricopa Ambulance operates 25 units here in the Valley, mostly in Scottsdale, and the cost for this and other safety tech is about $3,000 a unit. But if they can protect even one of their EMTs, they say it's all worth it.
Wow, what a cool, effective retrofit there, though. The trial starts tomorrow. Priority Ambulance, the parent company, they say the goal eventually is to spread this technology across the country. Hopefully it can get a little bit more affordable, cost-effective, but man, what a great technology there.
I agree with that. Love seeing how it jolted Allison awake. Whoa, got awake.
Wow.
Anyways, that's just a couple of little quick things that they've been working on to try
This
to
week is
help
National EMS
reduce
Week. The
our
goal is to
fatigue
celebrate
and
EMTs and paramedics.
get us back home safely. That's the ultimate goal of every shift, is everybody goes home the same way they come in. Folks, that's all I got. Thank you for listening.
We'll break for lunch and come back at 1. You have a great lunch.